Hey guys, it's OdaibaDiver here, and we've got some pretty big news for WOTV's global version today. And I don't mean the Trials of Mana collab, which we will talk about here briefly, but I'm also going to make a fuller video going through everything in the Trials of Mana collab. For now, all you really need to know is that the collab here doesn't really have too much impact on the meta. The characters here, these two are pretty decent, but they're not fantastic for most players unless you really want her. Angela is an easy skip. For Duran, he is at least worth getting to level 99 to help you, do a little bit better in Trials of Reckoning, because this time the equipment for Trials of Reckoning is pretty important. You probably want 2 to 3 copies of the +5 equipment because it does give you Curse Resist 25, but overall characters are not too great. Maybe you slow build Duran in the future, maybe he could be more decent in a better team. And really the big winner this time are the vision cards, but once again, which ones you should get depends on your account. Now you don't see here Crimson Wizard, who is coming out 1 week after the characters you see here, and he is actually a pretty solid unit, but unfortunately it seems like we are heading into an Axiom meta. So all the people who pulled for Crimson Wizard and all those people who are still on the verge of pitying Crimson Wizard, they are crying right now because most likely Crimson Wizard will not be getting his chance to be played in the meta due to Axia. So we'll talk about that in my Axia video also coming out later this week as well. But for today, in this video, I want to talk to you guys about this huge thing, the new players campaign and comeback players campaign being updated. And it's pretty huge because since June and Gilgamesh and Shureka came out, the game has become a completely different beast. And now with the updated new player and comeback banner rewards, it's gonna help a lot of people catch up to the current meta. And in fact, it's gonna be so good that the rewards here are actually upgraded from the JP version. In the JP version, I can confirm we did not get this banner at all, not for new players and definitely not for players who are coming back. So this is, I think they are probably doing this because FFB global version is shuttering, and I'm going to guess they're trying to get more FFB players to come into War of the Visions. So with these in mind, as well as the entire backlog of new players and comeback rewards, is really the best time to get into the game, especially because at the start of November, that's when the 5th anniversary celebrations will begin. So you want to be in a good spot by then, and then you get a bunch more rewards on November 1st. And yeah, that's going to, hopefully that will make everybody's experience a lot better. So for today, for new players, on Thursday when the banners come out, I will make a more detailed guide, telling you guys what you should go for in this banner and what kind of starting teams you can make. I'm going to try and leverage my experience as a veteran player and a top player in the game to try and build some good teams for you guys. But for now, all you really need to know is that with the updated 4-step, 4 free level 120 select unit banner, on step 4, you should definitely be picking either Shureka or Gilgamesh. And then for the rest of steps, you pick something accordingly, right? And of course, you need to coordinate that with the unit you get from this banner as well. So once again, once the banners drop, I will make a more detailed, guide on that. I'm gonna start a fresh account because I want to see how far I can go with a day 1 account, and I think it will be pretty interesting. So stay tuned for that. Now for comeback rewards, for those of you guys who have already stopped logging into War of the Visions, then starting on September 26th, you can start logging in to get this banner, but I will recommend holding on for a bit because this is not the only banner that you will get. I believe there's also going to be 100 free pulls on Angela and Crimson Wizard, depending on when you log in. Of course, this is, it depends on whether or not you actually claim those rewards the previous time it happened during the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children collab. If you already did the 100 free pulls on Cloud of Sephiroth, you may not be eligible for the 100 pull banner for Angela or Crimson Wizard this time around. But I guess we'll see. I actually do have an alternate account, a free-to-play account that did do the 100 free pulls on Sephiroth. So I'm gonna stop logging in and log in roughly 15 days from now, and I'll see whether or not I get the that 100 pull banner on Trials of Mana as well. Regardless, what we do know right now is that you will be able to select a level 120 unit from this banner here, which includes all the way up to Ramada, the latest unit released on September 4th. So you can get, if you really want, you can pick Ramada, but obviously the better pick would probably be Shureka, Luciel, or Gilgamesh if you don't have any one of those. And let's see, and of course this is in addition to all of the previous comeback rewards in the game so far. So I have actually logged into my JP account here, so I'm just going to scroll through real quick for you guys exactly what those rewards are. Looks like my recording is not moving for some reason. I'm gonna see if I can try and fix it. There we go. Okay, so this is the so these are the banners that you will get if you're returning to the game. I'm not going to explain it because there's too much stuff to talk about and it takes up too much time. So suffice to say, you will get a lot of stuff, a lot of free stuff, and a lot of really cheap stuff all the way up to here. And for the new players, you will instead, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna run through all of the new player banners as well, because they're actually a little bit different. I found out today that they are actually slightly different from the comeback, the comeback players rewards. So you do actually get slightly fewer things as a new player for some reason. I'm not too sure why. But it kind of balances out because new players also get a bunch of stuff in the beginner shop. So it's up until here. This one right here, the 10 UR banner that you can re-roll up to 3 times. This is actually a new banner that has just come out in JP. We will probably get it in Global exactly 1 month from now. This is the War of Visions 4.5. The War of the Visions Global Version 4.5 year anniversary banner is what this thing is actually called. So this is not part of the comeback or new player rewards, but it is an actual banner that we will get for about a week, starting in probably at near the end of October, the last week of October. So for those of you guys who are using up your rewards for comeback rewards, make sure to factor this banner in mind. So it costs 1,000 paid this, but it's still pretty good. Unfortunately, when I did the banner on my own main JP account, I didn't actually get anything new, so you might not actually get anything. So keep that in mind as you wait for this banner. Alright, so moving on to coming back to my global version account. Okay, so I've explained how the what you're actually getting as a new player, as well as if you're coming back to the game. So how do you actually go about triggering the comeback banner, this particular banner here? Well, we don't know the conditions for sure, so keep in mind that there is a little bit of risk, but given what we know about the comeback rewards, that they are separated into rewards for 14 days away, 30 days away, and 90 days away. And looking at the period that this banner is available for, I'm going to guess that this banner will pop as long as you didn't log in for 14 days in a row. And with regards to that, I've actually did a bit of a calculation to sort of determine when is the best time to stop logging to the game if you want to trigger this banner. And as it turns out, it is actually tomorrow, September 25th. Oops. Let me try and get this error correct. Okay, there we go. And the reason for that is because if you start, or rather if you stop logging in from tomorrow, September 25 onwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If you stop logging in on September 25, then it is safe to come back on October 9, and that is actually the first day of regular guild battle right after limited guild battle has ended. So if you do it this way, not only do you not miss any regular guild battle, which means that you will need to, be a burden to your guildmates, assuming that they're okay with you skipping limited guild battle. Not only that, but based on my calculations, Trials of Mana, Trials of Reckoning is going to start on October 10th. And like I said earlier, the Trials of Reckoning for Trials of Mana collab is actually super important because it is the only way to get your hands on, the equipment that allows you to get Curse Resist 25, and I think there's Immobilize Resist 25 on it as well. So it is a super good piece of gear. You don't want to miss out. You want to absolutely grind for and create 2 to 3 copies of that +5 equipment. So don't miss out. So that means if you stop logging in tomorrow, you will be logging back in exactly 1 day before Trials of Reckoning start. So that is why this is my recommended period of not logging in, but you will have to sacrifice the entire limited guild battle. And for some of you guys who are in top guilds, most of the time you're going to place first or second in limited guild battle, which means you're losing out on 2,000 or 2,500 vis. For those of you guys who don't want to miss out on that visual, what you can do is do the first limited guild battle on September 28, and then right after that stop logging in on September 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if you do that, you will log back in on October 13, which means that you will miss about 3 to 4 days of Trials of Reckoning. But if you don't really care about that, if you don't mind just having 1 copy of the +5 equipment, hey, you will actually be able to get your 2,000 or 2,500 free vis from limited guild battle, assuming that your guildmates are, okay to carry you, of course. And do take note that you only get the limited guild battle rewards if you actually play in at least 1 battle in LGB. I've actually emailed customer service about this before. There was a time when I set it all to proxy, let my guildmates hit for me, so I didn't actually play any of the 10 limited guild battles myself, and I ended up not getting the rewards. So you will need to manually, by yourself, without proxying, play at least 1 battle to get the rewards. Which will work out if you do that on September 28 and then stop logging in for the next 14 days. So that is the other option, the other good option to go for if you want the visual. And then finally, I have to say again, those 2 options do come with the risk that you may not get this banner if they actually require you to stop logging in for 30 days, right? So for those of you guys who want to, get the confirmation first on whether or not we actually get this banner after you stop logging in for 14 days, maybe just wait a few days to see if anybody can tell you, if it worked for them, or if not, I'm going to do it myself on one of my alternate accounts, and I'm going to start logging back in on October 9th. So maybe come back to this YouTube channel and I'll show you guys exactly what I got after I've stopped logging in for 14 days. So yeah, so that's basically it for this video. Lots of, good stuff coming down the pipeline for the new player and comeback rewards. I definitely do recommend, if you don't mind skipping, login rewards for 14 days, and also do keep in mind as well that if you choose to stop logging in, you also miss out on the daily 10 poll that is happening from now until October 6th. So that's a total of 120 polls altogether. So you do miss out on that, but honestly, most of the time you're not gonna get anything really good from this banner and anyway, so I think it's totally worth it to stop logging in for 14 days to try and get a free level 120 unit that will help you better cope with the current meta. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Coming up next on my channel, I'm gonna put out a video of on the Trials of Reckoning sorry, not Trials of Ring, Trials of Mana collab, and talk about why you should go for which vision cards or which characters depending on the state of your account. I'm also going to be making a video about Axia, and like I said, on Thursday, once the new player banners actually do drop, I'm gonna make a guide on how to best strategize, how to get the best start really for War of the Visions if you're coming in new to the game. So that's all for now. Hopefully you guys will look forward to all of that, and I'll see you guys next time.